Hello Play the Game, this is Booby2 here and welcome back to Play the Game Central, and today I'm going to be giving you some characterization and traits and effects of all of the alien species which is in the Extinction game mode for Call of Duty Ghosts. So the first ones which you're going to be encountering are the Scouts, and these are the little tiny fuckers which are pretty much always just in the game, and the first ones you encounter, they're very small, very weak, very easy to take down, and they're not too much of a bother, but they will they are quite fast, and even if you try sprinting away from them, they can still catch up to you, and they're basically just the grunt force of the alien invasion, and they're fairly easy to deal with. It only takes a couple of shots, especially with the higher damage weapons such as whatever that single shot one's called, which looks kind of like the Scar with 8 rounds in it. I can't remember the exact name of it, but that's only like a one-shot kill. But the Scouts are fairly easy to deal with, you shouldn't worry too much about them, but when they do start coming at you in force with lots of them and mixed with the other specialist types of units, then you will be having some trouble. The next one to go into are the Scorpions, and the Scorpions are very scorpion-like. They have big long tails and then they fling venom at you, which only some scorpions do. There's only some species of scorpion which actually fling the venom at you, but the Scorpions, they will jump around, they will stick onto walls, they will go up into higher places to get better vantage points, and they fire off this green goo which lingers on the ground, and so if you're in a in-place position, then it is fairly difficult to deal with, because obviously they'll slime the area and then you won't be able to stand there anymore, so you have to get moving, and it's fairly difficult to deal with them, but they have quite a lot of health, and they give you $300 of points. That's like the first major upscale of money from the Scouts, which only gave you 60s and 90s, but the Scorpions give you $300, and they're kind of like, they're a bit of a problem because they are a ranged kind of unit, but you can go in and melee them, as some challenges dictate. In some of the challenges which you get when you do the drill, it will say melee one of the Scorpions, and that's not impossible, but it is fairly difficult, and they do jump around a lot, and it's fairly difficult to catch up to them, but they're fairly simple to deal with if you just have some good accuracy, and that's about them. But really, they start coming when you have to destroy one of the barrier hives, and they get quite difficult at that point because you have to keep an eye on shooting those so that the helicopter isn't dissuaded from shooting at the barrier hive, while also maintaining your survival with all the other ground units coming at you. The next ones to go into are the Lepers, and they are effectively upgraded versions of the basic Scouts, and they are slightly bigger and they're red rather than orange, and they are pretty much exactly the same as Scouts. They do more damage, they're a little bit faster, and they take a lot more to take down, but effectively they are just upgraded Scouts, and that's about it. Those are the Lepers. The next ones are the Seekers, which are the aliens which come out of the meteor strikes, which randomly happen around the map, and the meteor comes down, and then about 3 or 4 of them come out of each meteor, and they will charge at you, and they are fairly easy to kill, but they can sneak up on you, and they can just explode right next to you, and then they'll leave a little bit of a lingering effect, such as similar to the propane tanks. When you shoot and destroy them, they give like a lingering effect, which is fairly dangerous, but as long as you keep your eyes open, they are not particularly difficult to kill. It's just a few bullets, and they can, really just put you on a bit of a panic and make you just try to move from your position because, they're charging at you, and if they get to you and explode, then you're going to have a bit of a bad time. But they don't do particularly too much damage, so it's not too much of a problem. And the last one to go into is the Rhino, and I just call him the big bastard because fucking hell, he is so fucking difficult to take down. And I was playing a game, you might be seeing it now, in the Zone 3 area, and there were 2 rhinos coming at me, and I just could not kill them. It was really difficult, and I didn't really have any time because the wave pretty much started when those guys were still there, and I thought if I just kill these 2, then I'll have an easy time of things, but 2 of them on solo at the same time, very tricky to deal with. But the rhinos, they will charge at you, just full on, quite fast, just charge towards you. And they also have like a kind of ranged attack. They kind of smack the ground and then it's like a bit of a tremor happens and you take a bit of damage from that. But the best way really to deal with the rhinos is to try and shoot them in the legs, because they don't have any armor on that part of their body, and so you obviously don't have to deal with the armor dampening effects, and so trying to shoot them in the legs and using traps such as the electric fence and propane tanks and whatever you have to just give everything you have to kill these things, because they are incredibly difficult to take down. And there might be some more alien types in the past areas. I haven't gotten past Zone 3 on solo mode, and I really do need to go and play some multiplayer games, but fuck if you're playing public games. No one does the challenges and it's absolutely awful. But I have dealt with 2 rhinos, and I don't think is going to be anything much harder than that. If anything's harder than that, it's going to be a bit of a bastard, although there might be some kind of queen alien which you have to kill towards the end, which would be interesting. But these are the main 5 alien types, so hopefully that's helped. So thank you all for watching, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do remember to leave a like, rating if you'd be so kind as to do so, and remember to be subscribed if you're not subscribed already, because it's Play the Game Central, obviously. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
We're in the lead. Excellent job, Ghosts. Get ready for the next round.